The all-green picture with red strawberries picture. Do I see red because I know ripe strawberries are red? I have had a look at the RGB values for some of the pixels, and it seems like the strawberries have a higher red value than the surrounding background, and even though the green and blue values are higher, they are consistent. This shows that the strawberries aren't explicitly red, but in the context of the photo, they are. Well, you see, this is a bit of an unfair picture because brown is essentially a shade of red. But it is a correct assumption in that if your mind imagines a different color, with the help of contrast, it will be a different color to you. If you open up this picture in whatever painting software you have, and use the grab color, you can see that there are large bits of strawberry that have much more red and look less gray than the sample color they grabbed. I think this picture is deceptive since they grabbed the grayest bit of strawberry rather than a part that actually does have a red tint in it. There are tribes that can actually see many more shades of green than we can, but have trouble with other colors. However, it's not just an issue of having seen a strawberry, because there is intergenerational memory as well. Some people speculate that ancient Greeks actually saw the ocean as red, which is the color they refer to it as. Quote closing square bracket. This picture just has a green gradient on top of it. Any web developer can easily do this with CSS. That's why any picture with text over it often has a black layer on top of the picture which still allows you to see the picture, but also places an emphasis on the text. It's not psychological. You could make it of red clothes pegs and they'd still look red. Your brain balances against the hue of the image, which is green, and the brown-green strawberries have the green hue of the whole image plus red component, so your brain just reports the red component as the interesting bit. The picture is not all green. Use a sampler and pick any of the red-appearing pixels as a color source. Examine the resultant RGB values. There is substantial red involved in all of the red-appearing elements, they have just been masked by increased green and blue values. So, the image is not all green, it is just green tinted. Zooming in on the strawberry and using my hand to constrict a pinhole, it doesn't look like the gray color they chose to show is representative of most of the pixels. It's certainly in there, but there are definitely pixels that look red shifted from the teal. Quote closing square bracket. What makes me see red is all the people on Reddit who must be right at all costs, and wouldn't admit they're wrong if the sky fell in. The red, green and blue _channels _ of a pixel make up the pixel's color. Just because the red channel has a non-zero value, or even if it has the highest of the three values, does not make it red. Not an answer, but it would have been cool if you had omitted the word strawberries or any color mentions in the post title so those of us reading the post would be able to guess what it is without immediately knowing what is in the image. Wait a second, will this work on a printed piece of paper with the naked eye? Because we are all looking at it on the computer screen which is using red pixels to show us the white, blue, and gray. I won't be surprised if this illusion works in real life too. Also, since we know strawberries are red, would the effect still work with a picture of a car? If you happen to have some of the old blue and red 3D glasses, put them on for a while, then take them off and cover one of your eyes. You will see overcompensated color for some 30 seconds, all blue and red glass, all red and blue grass, and, most impressive, your brain equalizing color in real time. That's probably part of it, but a big part of the reason is the fact that the strawberries are actually gray, while the rest of the picture is green. Neutral colors tend to look warm next to cool colors and vice versa. View the green picture with night mode, on full brightness, and the color of the strawberries become a dull red-brown. The fact that you can tell what color everything is supposed to be, regardless of tint, is a survival feature that helps find food. We see the photo as depicting red strawberries through a green filter. I dunno. I just zoomed in so only the strawberry was visible on my phone and turned the phone over. Did something else for a while. Still looked red. But I will admit my perspective on it kept oscillating between gray, red,